Hello everyone, how are y'all? Are y'all getting better at English day by day? Yes, you are. And I'm sure you wanted to learn something which will help you write the right English. And that is grammar. Do not think that grammar has to be something separate. Language is something where you will be able to learn a language thoroughly only when you listen to it, speak it, read it, and write it. When you're doing these four things, you will get automatically grammar along with it. But since we write examinations and we wanted to score excellent marks, let us have thorough explanation of all the rules and regulations. And in this series, I'm going to start with the tense. And in the tense, today's topic is just the simple present tense, or also called as present indefinite tense. And I'm sure you all remember me. I'm Mrs. Krishna Priya from Vidya Lakshmi School. So, the simple present tense, I purposefully did not write the present indefinite. You must be able to get a little bit of a doubt. Why is it present indefinite? Did you all think it over? And did you all get any doubt about what actually is the simple present tense? Before we start with the simple present tense, let us get to know what is what about all the tenses in general only. So, what is meant by tense? Don't get tensed. Be cool. You'll get everything. A tense is a form of the verb that allows you to express time. The tense of the verb tells us when an event or something existed or when a person did something. Past, present, and future are the three main types of tenses. So why do we think that we have to speak something in the past, in the present, and later in the future? It is because we can never ever do anything only in the present. We might have done something in the past. We do things in the present. We do things even in the future. Isn't it? And that is the reason we have like this three main tenses. In English grammar, there are three main tenses and they are each further classified into four different forms which sum up to 12 tenses in total. And here is a little bit of a diagram which will help you understand what it is. So let me move aside so that you can see it clearly. Here it is. This is the tenses. I'm not going to use even the pen also for this. You can understand it clearly. There are three main tenses, that is the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. And each one is interchanged. Let me tell it in another way. Each one is divided into four of them. The first one is called as simple, the second one continuous or else progressive, the third one perfect, and the fourth one perfect continuous or perfect progressive. Everyone saw the picture clearly, isn't it? So, do not forget that for each of the tenses, all four are there. And that is the reason why we have a total of 12 tenses. And each tense has its own quality, own role to play in our lives. Yes, without this tense, we cannot speak in the right way and express our thoughts and ideas. If it is done correctly only, the person who is sitting opposite to us or listening can understand what we intend to share. So, let's see what are the four names for each of them. It is further divided so that you can understand it clearly. When it is this present tense, we have all the four here in the present tense. The simple present tense, remember even the other name, the present indefinite. The second one, the present continuous or the present progressive. The third one, the present perfect tense. And the fourth one is the present perfect continuous, or the present perfect progressive. Now the second one is the past tense. When it is the past tense, the same way we have 4 tenses here. Learn to by heart them. See, just like your tables, you must be able to by heart and reproduce these tenses when the time is needed for them. So don't neglect grammar. The first one in the past tense is the simple past tense or the past indefinite. The second one, the past continuous tense or the past progressive tense. The third one, the past perfect tense. The fourth one, the past perfect continuous tense or the past perfect progressive tense. I'm sure each person was repeating the names of the tenses along with me. Yes, I can hear you. Now, let's go to the last one, that is the future tense. In the future also, we have the same 4. The future simple tense or the future indefinite tense, the future continuous tense or the future progressive tense, the future perfect tense, and the fourth and the last one is the future perfect continuous tense or the future perfect progressive tense. Please remember, never ever get confused with the word indefinite or progressive. Indefinite is we cannot tell exactly when it happened, and when it comes to progressive, remember that it is in progress, means it is continuing. That is the reason we need to use this thing. Did you all get everything till here? Yes? That's good. Now, let's go further. So here we are with the structure. Everyone knows the pronouns, that is the personal pronouns. Yes? Let's see what they are. When it is the first person singular, that is I, and plural, we have here I, we have here we. Let me change the color, please. Yes, first person singular, I, and the plural is we. When it is the second person singular as well as plural, both of them is you. I can say, you do your work. I can look at everyone and say, you continue your work, please. Both of them, it is for one person or for all the people. And the third person plural, mind you, I separated the third person singular here. Third person plural, which is they. All of these which are in the red, please see clearly, they have one structure. And what is that structure? Subject plus V1. You can get any words before or after the object. Memorize it well. Subject plus V1 plus any kind of content there and an object, and even after the content you can get some object, anything there. And the third person singular. What are the third person singular pronouns? He for masculine, she for feminine, and it for neuter gender, common gender, you can call it so. And how is the structure? This is a little bit tricky. Think carefully and remember it. Use it. Whenever you are speaking any sentence, analyze in your brain. Am I speaking the right sentence? Did it come out well? Am I applying the correct pronoun? And bear one more thing in mind. Other than he, she, it, you can also take a name. I am writing in print. Let me rewrite it in the cursive writing now. That is even for the name. I can say, first let me continue with the structure, later we'll go for the examples. So it is subject plus V1 plus S or ES or IES, and you can also get an object after that. I repeat, for he, she, it or any singular name, we get subject plus V1 plus S or ES or IES plus object. Is it clear? Now let us understand the examples with the other ones. Before we go with the examples, there is another sheet here that you should learn well. What is that? The rules for making the verbs into the singular form or the plural form. Whatever is the verb, you must identify whether we have to use it for the singular one or the plural one. So here they are. Most of the verbs, what do? We add just S to make it into the singular form. Live, lives. Sit, sits. Stay, stays. Most of them are like that. And then we have words which end with the consonant and Y. So what happens to them? We need to remove the Y and add I and make even ES along with it. Look at the example here. We have the consonant R and it is ending with Y. So what are we doing now? We remove this Y and add I, and we also add ES. So Y changes into I and then we add ES to it. The same thing goes with carry, carries. Let us take even any other word like cry, cries. So these are the singular forms used for he, she, it, or a singular name. Now see the next one. Whenever words are ending with S, Z, CH or X, we need to add ES to them. So miss, misses, buzz, buzzes, catch, catches, fix, fixes, and then the last ones we have some exceptions. What are the exceptions that we have? Even though the word is ending with O here, we are adding ES. Go, goes. Do, does. All students, please remember, we must use do and does in the simple present tense to change a sentence which is given in varieties of forms like negative sentence, questions and all those things. At that time, we need the helping verb do or does, and write the correct spelling D-O-E-S. Do not forget, don't make it into does, D-O-S-E. D-O-E-S is the right one. Did you all understand everything so far? Shall we proceed? Yes, we'll go. Now we have the B forms. What are we to do with the B forms? The B forms can be contracted. See, when you are speaking, there is no need of saying, I am a teacher. I can simply say, I am a teacher. When I say, I am a teacher, how is it written? We write with I, apostrophe, and then we have the M. So for the B forms, we can make like this, contracted forms. And we have for you plus R, your. Y-O-U-R is also pronounced in the same way, your. Is this your book? There we write Y-O-U-R. In case I say, you're a wonderful singer, then Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You're a wonderful singer. It's used only for speaking. Remember that. All the time remember, whenever we are using contracted forms in this manner, we are not supposed to use it in our question answers, in the writing skills. Only use it in your speaking. Is that clear? So see the other contractions for he, she or it. When we add is, it becomes his, she's, its. He is doing the wrong thing. I can say that. She is the one, instead of saying she's the one who did it. Is it understandable? Is it clear? So see, for you and we. We already got once here you, and again it is here because it is the plural form. On the top it is the singular, in the bottom it is the plural form. That is you plus are, your, we plus are, we are. We are responsible for it. We are responsible for it. I am doing it twice so that you practice, learn and get better. Now, let us go for the usage of the simple present tense. What are the usages? Once you are thorough with the usage, you will use the correct English. You will not make any mistake then. How is that? Are there many rules that we need to learn? Not many, please. Just 6. And of all the tenses, I already told you, I hope, simple present is not about the present. Why is it so? It is because it is for those actions which we do on a regular basis. Certain things connected to routine ones, certain things connected to scheduled ones, certain things connected to the facts and all that. Why should I tell you like this? Let's see each rule clearly, isn't it? Let's see. So the first one is for scheduled activities or routine activities. What is the difference between scheduled activities and routine activities? When it is scheduled, remember that it is for the sake of the public. People are involved in it and some authority has fixed the timings for it. How can it be so? Please see here. When it is scheduled, it is to talk about those activities where time is already fixed by some authorities. Here, by is missed. Let me write that here. It is by some authorities. And what are they? The activities which are interconnected to the public and us. It is school, office, bank, and departure of trains or the flights and even the buses. All these things. For them, we have a time. If we do not have a time, can we board a bus or a train or a flight at the right time? We'll be waiting in this bus stop for hours together. We do not know when to start from home. We do not know when we'll get the flight or the train or the bus. Isn't it? That is the reason everything is scheduled. Do you come to the school whenever you wanted? You can't. Timings are fixed. Can you eat your lunch whenever you wanted? No. The timings are fixed even for that. Have you understood the point? Yes. See the next one. The bank closes at 3 p.m. The train Shatabdi arrives to Katpadi station at 5:35 p.m. I can say the Shatabdi train or the train Shatabdi, whichever way it is. I hope you understood it clearly. Yes, the first one, scheduled activities or the routine activities. This is how we learn. Let's see the next one. Now, let us see from the first one itself, the routine activities. We discussed in the previous slide, scheduled one. For the public, timings are fixed and we do accordingly the work. And when it is routine one, please understand that it is for individuals. Each individual does his or her work according to his or her convenience. That means, do you mean to say that no one does the same thing at the same time? Coincidence. Many people might do the same thing at the same time. But we should remember that it is for individuals and not for the public. Is that clear? Like waking up. When do you wake up? When do you go to sleep? When do you usually have your supper? When is your study time? All these examples are suitable for the simple present tense connected to the routine activities. See here, it is repeated. I am reading it out. These are personal. Each individual does actions as per their convenience. They could be different for each individual. Sometimes they could be the same too. I wake up at 5 a.m. My neighbors switch off their lights by 10 p.m. So I'm talking about the time when I wake up. I wake up at 5 a.m. I say. And I'm talking about when my neighbors switch off their lights. That means on a daily basis, they do switch off their lights by 10 p.m. Did you all understand everything here? The first point in 2 slides. Scheduled one and the routine ones. Now the second point. What is the second? Usage. Let me call it as usage. To talk about general truths or universal truths, or they could be some scientific facts. That means you can prove these things with the help of science. It is the same all over the world. It doesn't change. At that time, you can call them general truths or scientific truths or universal truths. So, what are the examples? Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. So, we are talking how water freezes when it freezes. Usually, it freezes at 0 degrees, wherever it is. And the next one, we breathe in oxygen and let out carbon dioxide. Breathe in, breathe out. All of us do the same thing, isn't it? It's the proven fact. And that is why it is the second point. Same thing all over the world. Did you all understand why it is called so? Yes. Let's now go to the third point. That is to talk about customs and traditions. Why do we need to talk about customs and traditions? Are we changing or not? Yes, we are changing, we are getting better, but customs and traditions are those things which we had learned from our ancestors. And we follow the same kind of culture and tradition. And so, it must only be in the simple present tense. They are about the celebrations or rituals that people follow as per their religion or region. And what's the example? We celebrate Diwali by lighting lamps. That's the most important. Don't ever go for bursting crackers. We are spoiling the environment. We celebrate Diwali by lighting crackers. We kick away the ignorance or negativity from us and embrace positivity, which is light. Got it? See the next one. Hindus worship many gods and goddesses. Yes, that is the culture and tradition of Hindus. Likewise, we can tell n number of examples for these customs and traditions. The next one is proverbs. Proverbs are those words or sentences which mean the same all the time. And that's the reason why we write them only in the simple present tense. The examples that we have are, an early bird catches its prey. When it wakes up early, it automatically catches its prey quickly. The other example that we have here is think good and do good. I have a few favorite proverbs, and that is discipline is the weapon of growing children, and another one is proper preparation prevents poor performance. I love both of them. What do you love? Do comment about it. I would love to see them. Here's the fifth one. And what's the fifth one? It is about the habits. And when do we get these habits? Please see here. To talk about the habits that one has acquired over a period of time. No one gets a habit overnight. They do something over and over again, and that is called as a habit. So, what are the examples that we have here? Sanya chews her hanky. Hanky is nothing but the handkerchief. So, she chews it. Revolting. But there are people who have such kind of habits. Another example is primary class students drill spellings loudly. Now, let's go to the next one. The running commentary. This is the last example, not example, the last rule that you should remember. Whenever any kind of activity is happening, maybe on the stage or in the ground, then we use the running commentary. And look at the explanation given here. This provides an ongoing narrative describing events as they happen, which is especially common for sports. So, first preference is sports. And even on the stage also, that is also accepted. Live reports use the present simple to commentate on events in the real time, that is now, to save time and create drama. Here comes the king with his ministers. So we can see on the stage, the king coming onto the stage with his ministers. Then we can use the running commentary. Here comes the king with his ministers. And the other one, Kohli hits a sixer. Write your favorite cricketer's name. It just came into my mind and I have written Kohli. Did you all understand all the 6 rules? If you haven't, go back again and revise all of them. Because there is something else that you have to learn. It's not enough if you just learn this with the simple present tense. What is that? Let's see. Now, every sentence can be written in 8 forms. But simple present tense and simple past tense can be written in 9 forms. And why should we bother about all these things? Remember, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to speak something only in this way. If you can do varieties of things, the point is you must be able to express the right thing in the right way. If you can do it, you can be thorough. We can say that you excel in the language. So, there are 3 sentences, the first part. Next, we have 3 question forms, and then we have 2 question tags, and the last one is an emphatic sentence. I repeat, it is there only in simple present tense and in the simple past. So, shall we see what is what and how we write them? Here we go. The affirmative sentence. Remember that affirmative sentence is nothing but positive sentence. We salute our national flag. That means we use subject plus V1 plus object. And we use it both for writing as well as for speaking. Next one is negative sentence. We do not salute our national flag. We again take subject plus do, the helping verb do, plus not plus V1 form and the object. This is also used both for speaking as well as for writing. The third one is contracted sentence. We don't salute our national flag. We take subject plus don't, that is do plus not becomes don't. V1 form and the object. We use this only for the sake of speaking. I already told and I am telling it again. Never use the contracted forms for the sake of writing unless you are asked to do so in the question. Especially it can be done in dialogues. If you are putting something in the quotations, otherwise no. The next 3 are the question forms. The first one, we call it interrogative, negative interrogative and the contracted interrogative. The first one, interrogative, is we take with the helping verb do, then we go with the subject. Do plus subject plus V1 form and then we have the object. This is used both for writing as well as for speaking. The next one is negative interrogative. We have do, which is the helping verb, followed by subject, which is we, and then we get not, which is an adverb, and later we get the V1 form of the verb and it is followed by the object. Remember, why did we get do in all these sentences? It is because the pronoun is we, and when it is we have the V1 form of the verb to be used. So this is also used both for speaking and for writing. The third one, that is in the order, it is the 6th one, the contracted interrogative. We get don't, that is do plus not becomes don't, plus subject, which is we here, and then we have V1 form of the verb, and then we have the object. Don't we salute our national flag? This is used only for speaking. I hope all understood the 3 sentences and the 3 questions. Now we have question tags. What is the meaning of question tag? Please remember, if it is a question tag, we have one part of it as the sentence and a little part of it as a question form. So, if at all it is negative question tag, remember that we should have the first part in the positive way. That means affirmative way. The sentence part must be in affirmative, then the tag part can be negative. So, subject plus V1 form plus object, comma, don't, that is do plus not, contracted form, and then we again have the subject, we. We use it both for writing as well as for speaking. See the next one, it is affirmative question tag. Affirmative means positive. So, here we have do we, in the end it is positive, affirmative. So, how is the first part, that is sentence part? We have subject plus don't, the contracted form. Or you can simply remember that we take the first one for the negative one and we take the third one for the affirmative one. So we have, we don't salute our national flag. Do we? We do always salute our national flag. Never do we do that mistake of not saluting it. So this is also used both for writing and for speaking. And the last one is an emphatic sentence. Emphatic is nothing but we use it to stress and speak. We do salute our national flag. When someone asks something again and again, when you're vexed, or when you feel that other person has not got your point, you want to stress something and tell, then we do it. I wrote my homework. That is in the simple past. I write my homework every day. In case someone asks you, hey, do you do your homework every day? They ask you again and again and again. What do you say? I do write my homework. Is it understood? This is how emphatic sentence is written. We have the subject, helping verb and V1 form of the verb followed by the object. We here have an example with the third person singular. The previous one was with the plural form and that too it was with we, that is first person plural. Here we have with the third person singular. And what's the sentence? He bakes cakes. Here subject is he, bakes, that is V1 plus S form plus object. Object here is cakes. So this is the affirmative sentence used for both speaking and writing. The same thing can be told in the negative way. Here we make use of the helping verb does. Does has to be taken. He does not bake cakes. He is the subject plus does, that is helping verb, plus not, which is an adverb followed by V1 form. Please learn this thoroughly. When you are getting here does, ES form, here bakes changed into bake. He does not bake cakes. Do not say he does not bake cake. It is wrong. Learn it the right way. Subject plus does plus not plus V1 form. Is it clear? So this is also used both for writing as well as for speaking. The third one is the contracted one. He, that is the subject plus doesn't. Does plus not becomes doesn't, and then we have V1 form even here also, and then we have the object, that is cakes. So the whole sentence is he doesn't bake cakes. This is used only for speaking. Let's now see the interrogative, negative interrogative and the contracted interrogative sentences. When it's negative, it starts with the helping verb does followed by he, which is the subject, and then we get bakes. Is it correct? Does he bakes cake? No, please. Purposefully it is written so that you will understand that it has to be bake. Does he bake cakes? That is the correct one. Never ever write even here bakes. When it comes to the interrogative sentence, which is negative, we get again the helping verb does, the subject he, we get not, which is an adverb, and bake. See, it is given here clearly. Does he not bake cakes? Is it clear? Is it understandable? Both these sentences are used only for the sake of, not only, it is used both for speaking as well as for writing. Let us see the third one, that is the contracted one. And in the contracted, we have doesn't. Does plus not is doesn't. Then we have the subject, which is he. We have the V1 form of the verb bake. And then we have the object cakes. So the whole sentence is, doesn't he bake cakes? See, when you are learning language, pay attention even to your intonation. Unless your intonation is good, the opposite person cannot understand what you intend to speak or what you intend to convey. So be very careful about that. This is used only for the sake of speaking. And then we have the negative question tag followed by the affirmative question tag. Let us see what these are. We already have the same first sentence. Did you all see here? That is the affirmative sentence. He bakes cake. The same thing is taken here. He bakes cake. And then we separate it with a comma. Since this is in the positive way, I am putting the plus mark here. Here we get the contracted form doesn't followed by the same subject which we have here, he. So the sentence is, he bakes cakes. Doesn't he? And the next one, which is affirmative question tag, we need to take the third sentence, that is the contracted form one. He doesn't bake cakes. So subject plus doesn't plus V1 form and the object does. He doesn't bake cakes. Put a comma there and then you write, does he? These two sentences are used both for writing as well as for speaking. See the last one that we have here, emphatic sentence. An emphatic sentence is used for the sake of stressing and talking about it. He plus helping verb, he here is the subject. Subject plus helping verb plus V1 form and object. So, he does bake cakes. So, how do we tell it normally? He does bake cakes. And that is how it is. So, what you need to do now is take any sentence of your choice, take any routine activities or any scheduled activities or your habits and write them into these 9 forms. Check each sentence. Did I write it correctly? Analyze, understand, rewrite in case you have made a mistake, and I'm sure you'll get better at English. Isn't it? So what are you supposed to do? Enjoy learning. So this is Mrs. Krishnapriya signing off. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. See you soon in another video. Bye-bye.